Hello and welcome back to Turf Talk, Kentucky Derby Works Edition. I'm James Scully, joined by Gary Young. And Gary, only one worker this morning. Hofburg had his final drill for the Kentucky Derby. What did you think about his move?
It was good. He kind of tipped his hand. He might work well this morning by a very nice gallop yesterday, and he broke off a couple lengths behind his target today. Collared that horse by the time they got to the quarter pole. Drew clear late under hardly any urging at all, and the gallop out was good in 101 and change. I'm sure that's right about what Mr. Mott was looking for. You know, he took a huge step forward in the Florida Derby, and he's obviously going to have to take another huge step forward in here. Might be a little pace dependent. You know, he's kind of your classic stretch runner type, and he might be a little pace dependent, but if he gets the right kind of pace set up and doesn't get any traffic along the way, I could see him in the superfecta somewhere.
One thing about him is he's been out here galloping a couple days before today's move, and really good energy out there. It looks like he has a little bit of a presence. He's a good-looking horse, and but he really appeared to be traveling smoothly, I thought.
He is, and he does have a presence about him, and you know, obviously, when you come from the Juddmonte breeding program, you're going to have the right genealogy, and it would not surprise me if you know, somewhere down in the fall of the year and stuff like that, that this horse continues to improve and might make some noise in the 3-year-old division. Not that he's a throwout on Derby Day whatsoever, but you know, he is asking to come a long way in a short amount of time, but he did make the jump in the Florida Derby, so we'll see what happens on May 5th.
Yeah, we got a lot of lightly raced horses. He has 3 starts, like Justify, our favorite. Magnum Moon has 4. There's, I think, a couple with only 4 starts. Is that a concern for you, the inexperience factor?
It is, but it's kind of a sign of the times, too. I mean, it's not. This is not an exception to the rule. I mean, I think this is going to be something we're going to see years to come with trainers opting for more time between races and not necessarily gearing up for the stakes in the summer as 2-year-olds and stuff. So it is obviously, if you're going to try to do this in a 20-horse field with 3 races behind you, you'd prefer to have a horse like a Justify, who has shown that he's very good out of the gate despite his huge stature, and that he he figures to be very close up early. 3 race experience if you're laying back there in 18th could hurt you a whole lot more than 3 race experience if you're laying second.
That's a great point. That's a great point. A lot of people think, you know, trends are made to be broken. It's only a matter of time before the Apollo curse, unraced 2-year-old wins the Kentucky Derby. We had another horse out today, Combatant. He's galloped for Steve Asmussen. We're expecting him to put in his final move yesterday. Any thoughts on Combatant on the track?
It's a big, huge horse. I mean, he's got a stride from here to the parking lot. You know, Steve's record is very good, as we all know, and you know, I was very impressed by the way he galloped this morning. I mean, he's got a stride on him like a power forward, not like a guard. I
guess along those lines, he's by Scat Daddy, Justify, Mendelssohn, and Flame Away. Your take on these Scat Daddies in the Kentucky Derby?
He's just, I mean, we knew that when he died early that it was a blow to the game, but we found out since his passing just how big a blow it was. I mean, this horse is a world-class stallion. I mean, right. He's done it in South America, he's done it in Europe, he's done it in America, and now he's arguably on the precipice of having his biggest day as a sire if he can win the Kentucky Derby, and he holds a strong hand this year. He really does.
All right. Well, thank you, Gary. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition of Turf Talk. We'll talk to you then.
Have a good one.